You're listening to High Frequency Healing on the Superpower Up podcast, the show that explores the awakening of superpowers through higher dimensional healing.
Hello, this is AngelaMaría, one of the Superpower Up hosts, and you are listening to High Frequency Healing Show. The only difference between where you are to where you want to be is the actions you take here and now to heal your life. So please, let's take a deep breath and be here and now. I invite you to enjoy this time together. So here we go. Let's welcome Keith Tong to my show. We will be talking about self-esteem issues due to stress. Keith has written the wax and wane of success in business, life, and love. His tireless determination to improve himself have delivered him from a nightmarish past to a prosperous present as a family man and a business owner. Keith assures that in today's highly competitive business world, every individual needs a solid path to relieve health issues. Keith also says that the most business owners are putting their focus somewhere else rather than their own health. He has seen many business owners suffer greatly from stress, fatigue, and lack of mental acuity as their health begins to deteriorate. As a speaker, he proposes some different topics: the 5 ways to practice positive health, how to identify when something is not right in our body, how the mind is a paramount connection to our well-being, how to lead a company and increase productivity 10 times, why my mission is to educate and empower individuals and families to end suffering, and how to guide their health. So please join me to welcome Keith Long. Hello, Keith.
Hi there, how are you? Thank you for welcoming me.
I'm so happy to have you here in my shop, and I'm just can't wait to start this conversation. But let's just start asking you, what's your healing superpower?
My healing superpower is to tell people the importance of life. Like, I love my life, okay? My background didn't start off quite so well. Like, as a child, I've been in a drug trade, I've been sexually abused, I had so many traumas in my life. But through my practices and through my teachings with mentors and coaches, I learned to admire who I am, embody the practice of the upper archetype of love, compassion, and forgiveness, to be where I am today so that I can help people heal themselves, become aware that their body is a healing machine.
A body as a healing machine. I love that, Keith. So would you please take us back to your early years and name one memorable life lesson that is useful for you today?
Well, just yesterday, I was on stage at an event where I was talking about a particular subject called shame and how it has affected me through rejection, through suppression, and avoidance. But through the shame that I had, rather than push it away, I embodied with love, forgiveness, and compassion. It has allowed me to live my life fully, to recognize that health is very important. The biggest turning point for me was when I lost my pharmacy business due to government interaction. And I ran a very successful business. I had 3 pharmacies, 40 employees, doing revenues of upwards of $5 million. When the government came in and didn't like what we did, obviously, because we had some paperwork errors, they shut me down. I realized that there was something better that was out there. I began asking the question, what should I be doing? Do I play the self-pity blame game? Or do I pick myself up, dust the dust off of myself and walk with my head high? I chose the latter. And now I'm a proud owner of a clinic called Total Vitality Center, where I empower and inspire people to value their life, value their own being, right? And you know, everything is all about love and life.
Keith, I just want to mention that at the beginning you were just sharing with us that you had a really bumpy past. It was a past not so happy. You had gone through a lot of experiences that maybe other people who have gone through those, they have made the decision to just give up. But instead of that, you just took all of those experiences as a motor to propel your life and take it to a different and higher level to be able to help others who are going through something like that or any other kind of difficult experience that they feel their life is just ending because of that situation. And I want to honor the fact that you were able to connect to that divinity inside you to just think there is something else. It's not just this experience that is causing me the pain, but I can overcome this just because of the power I am in me. And I do believe that that is the key of success in life in all areas: spiritual, money, health, relationships, and of course, the connection to who we really are. So I really honor you. Thank you so much for doing this for the world.
Thank you.
So, Kid, where can people go to find out more about you and they can just connect with you directly to take their lives to a next level as you were able to do it with yours?
Yeah, so people can come to my website. It's www.total vitality center. It's spelled TOTAL. Vitality is spelled VITALITY, and its center is CENTRE.com. So totalvitalitycenter.com. And they'll find all the information on how to reach me, how people may want to work with me one-on-one, because I also do coaching as well.
So we've been talking with Keith Tong about self-esteem issues due to stress, and this is just beginning. When we come back from this short break, we are going to talk more about his healing superpowers. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/the-net to learn more.
We are back, and you are listening to High Frequency Healing Show. Today, we are talking with Keith Tong about self-esteem issues due to stress. Keith, was there a burning bush moment that made your heart desire changing your path in life?
Changing. Can you repeat the last question?
Yes. Was there a burning bush moment that made your heart desire changing your path in life? Like any specific situations that after that situation, you just made the decision, something else needs to happen with me?
Yes, there was. That it was one of my sessions that I did. I did a session with Marcia Reeder of Dream University, and she taught something about love. Okay, and I thought I knew about love. Like I love my wife, I love my kids, but this love is different. Because during my childhood, I never had any love. I had a father figure that abused me, almost killed me, and I just I didn't have a father figure. I didn't know what love was, but what she taught about love that brings in compassion and brings in forgiveness. But more important, it allows one to move on, to go beyond the reality of the issues that are negative and suppressed in anger and hatreds and bring in positive light so that, you can forgive and not forget, but forgive with compassion and love and be allowed to move on. And that's what happened with me. Because now that I have love in my body and I can practice it, I show up that way. A client comes into my office and they're just lost, they need help, but I connect with them. I feel them and I give them my love. And I think the love is one of the frequency of healing. One of the highest frequency of healing is love.
One of the highest frequencies of healing is love. And I couldn't agree more with you. So you talk about how work-related issues directly influence how healthy we are. Could you expand that idea, please? Because I know that nowadays, especially here in America, we are really, really dealing with these situations about not being so happy at work or not feeling valued or having relationships issues with the people we work with. I would love for you to just share with our audience this concept, Keith.
Yeah, so this is a practice that needs to be done, and the willingness has to happen, because oftentimes when an event or situation comes into our body or we come in face with, we bring wrong meaning to a situation, and it affects us in a negative way. Whether a person pushed the wrong button on us, said something wrong, it's our ego that gets affected mainly. But we need to be able to learn and recognize that, this is just a temporary thing that just happened, right? We need to be able to, again, bring love into the picture, bring openness, and be able to connect with ourselves first before we can let other judge or affect us in a negative way, right? Say someone may say something about you and then you're all bent out of shape for the rest of the day, then that affects your work, it affects your productivity. But what you want to have to happen is to build some sort of a field that's around you where all these negative outcomes or feelings will just bounce off of you. But that takes practice.
That takes practice. So how is the self-esteem related to stress?
Okay, so there are basically 5 bodies of consciousness. We need to be aware of that. So we have the physical body. Outside of the physical body, then we have what's called the vital. From the vital, we have the mental. From the mental, we have the supermental. And then the supermental is the bliss. A lot of people think that it's our physical that will affect everything else on top of it. But in actuality, it's actually the supermental that will go all the way back down to the physical. So for instance, I'll talk about vital energy. Okay, vital energy is chi, the prana. If the vital energy go disarray, it will, before you feel physical symptoms go disarray on your body, it's the vital energy, is the blueprint of the physical organ that goes all array, like it gets all mixed up. So we have to deal with that story. So with the self-esteem that we're dealing with, we have to really go deeper into our 5 bodies of consciousness. Carl Jung names it perfectly. When we're dealing with the physical organ, we're basically sensing. We're dealing with the vital energy, we're feeling, right? And then when we're going deeper, like we're thinking, then we're tapping into the mental body of consciousness. And then when we're using our intuition, then we're going into the supermental. So in cases of the self-esteem issues that are happening, we're only tapping into what's called, we're sensing things. We're being affected by these emotions that is going our way. We're affecting our physical organs and stuff like that. So that's how our self-esteem affects our stress level.
Yes, and if you are not enjoying your work, if you are not really connected to all your skills, if you are not feeling that you are in service, if you are not feeling satisfied with the kind of life you are living, then all of those situations, because I don't think it's just jobs or the work that you are doing right now, but all of these situations are affecting your stress levels. And I do believe there are some stress levels that are more healthier than others. I mean, if you're feeling stressed and you feel you need to do something else and you need to create something else and you feel you cannot stay where you are, that would be a good stress. But when the stress is taking you to those levels where you can function, when you are feeling anguish and in anxiety, when you are not feeling happy, it's when we need to start taking care of ourselves and just think, whoa, I need to stop and I need just to see this experience in a different way.
Yeah, it's very true. Most people, what they need to do is to listen to their body. But people, they don't do that, unfortunately. And eventually they will suppress it and they'll ignore it. And then the body will eventually give up on itself.
And that's when we start feeling super sick. We have most of the people, they come to me and they say, Angela, I don't have enough energy. I really want to give up. I don't see the sense of doing this. I really would like to, but I don't feel I can. And all of those situations are just because, as you said, you're not listening to your body. You're just not listening or getting in contact to that divinity you are inside. And then there is the other thing that I would like to listen your concept about, and is how this stress is related to success.
Stress is always a good thing, but if you don't know how to handle that stress, there could be repercussions in that. Stress is it gets you aware, makes you what you need to do, puts attention to what is lacking, and really take an inventory of your own life. If something's missing, one of my biggest motto, my tagline is to have total mind, body, and spirit transformation. You can't just work on just the mind itself, or what the body and the transformation itself. So the answer to your question is, how does stress relate to success? Is recognize it that you may be in a stressful lifestyle. And if you are in a stress, things may not be working with you. So you may have to take an inventory of your approaches in whatever path you're on right now, whether it's business or family or work or play or your friends or something like that. It all plays a factor. But just recognize this, okay? Stress is good, but long-term stress is not good, because you don't want cortisol hormones running around your body all the time. Because if you're always in the fight and flight mode, your body will not have the ability to heal. The body can only heal itself when you're in a relaxed state, you're in a regeneration mode. So you're having enough sleep, you're eating right, all those things have to be in balance, okay? But just recognize where that stress level is, because if you have too much stress, then you'll cause your body to fail on you. You'll have adrenal fatigue, for example, and that could take years to recover.
Keith, I want to just mention again 2 things that you just said that I think are very, very important. Number one is stress is always good, but long-term stress is the one that we need to take care of. Like, I've been stressed for a while, and when I've been stressed for a while, my body cannot function or heal itself, and it is supposed to be, because I believe that stress is just shutting down and reducing the energy so the body can really regenerate and heal itself. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. And the second thing that you said that I think is super important is your body heals itself when we are relaxed, when we are in the state of just let things flow. And that's why it's so important to get in contact to your body and realize, wait, I've been stressed for a long time, and now I need to, I don't know, just find your ways. Go to nature, find some people or some person or institutes or centers that can help you to just breathe, go back to your center and be relaxed so your body can really heal itself, and all the cells and all of those mechanisms that we are, because we are divinities, can just do the work and just take you to the levels of vitality where you are supposed to be. And those 2 concepts, listeners, are really important when we are talking about high frequency healing. This is not just about going to the doctor and take medicines. And again, I always said it, we are not saying you cannot go to the doctor. What we are saying is, please contemplate and see other possibilities along with the treatment that you feel is important for you. But going back, listening to your body, pay attention to your stress levels, love yourself, identify those experiences that were painful, that at some point were blockages in your life, and be able to release those, to heal those, to see those painful experiences as huge opportunities for you to take your life to the next level, is going to be crucial for you to be healthy and recover the health that you want to. So You said, I've learned that if we want to change our success rate along with our spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, we must get off our asses and do the work. And you said it in the video you sent to our team. And I just love it, Keith. I love it. But I would like to ask you, what is the work that we need to do?
Okay. So the work is basically called positive health. And positive health is a terminology that I got from my university that I'm enrolled in right now. I'm in the process of becoming a doctor in integrative and natural medicine. Dr. Paul Duane and Dr. Amit Goswami. Positive health is not going to the gym and exercising. It's practicing the 5 bodies of consciousness with the health. So as I was saying, there's a physical being that we have. So we go to the gym, we do our physical exercise, we pump our heart rate. That's the physical. What are some of the vital exercises that we can do? Well, vital exercises is pranayama breathing, doing acupuncture is one. Doing Reiki is also another one. Okay, so you're tapping into the vital energy because they hold the blueprints for your physical organ. Mm-hmm. Perfect example is everybody goes to the garage and tune up the car. But what is it we do to tune up our own body? And people think just by eating right and go to the gym is enough. No, it's not enough. That's partial solution, but you got to go deeper. And then when you want to go into the mental meaning, right? People have these mental health issues because they're diseased with holding on to things, with attachments. I can't let go and stuff like that. So those things you have to do maybe a little bit of hypnotherapy, mind-based wellness programs that are out there, coaching, all these things that can affect the meaning or mind are those components and stuff like that. When you go into the supermental and the bliss body, then that would be going much more deeply. Kundalini experiences, meditation is another one. Earthing, just connecting with the divine, connecting with Mother Gaia, and dropping everything. When those are all working, when you're practicing those 5 bodies of consciousness using the positive health techniques, which I just talked about, acupuncture, meditation, coaching, all that sort of stuff, that's what we have to do. That's how we can do that work.
And that's what I call high frequency healing, because it's just something more than about the physical body. That is exactly what you talk about. And I just really want to encourage every one of you who are listening to this program that when we talk about take actions, when we talk about do the work, it's you need to be responsible for your own health. Don't give up. Don't give that power to doctors, to therapists, to somebody else. Yes, they are part of the team. Yes, you need their input and their knowledge, but being there centered, meditate, recognize yourself as a divinity, identify your body as the best healer you can get in contact with. All of those things are super important for you to be able to heal yourself. And it's not just about the body, as Keith just said. It's about your mind. It's about your spirit. It's about how high your energy is. If you don't feel that you have the energy to wake up every day, if you are feeling tired all the time, you need to pay attention to that. That's not how our body should function. So this is really a good alert for all of you. Sometimes we think, oh, no, I'm so healthy. I don't take pills. I barely go to the doctor. But what about your thoughts? What about the actions you take daily? What about the energy levels that you're dealing with every day? And talking about all of this, Keith, could you please tell us more about the Total Vitality Center?
Total Vitality Center is, we focus on the inner and we focus on the outer. So I have a lot of modalities. It's like a one-stop shop where people can come in. I have natural medicine to registered massage therapist to acupuncture. We deal with the inside of our body. I do live blood analysis. I do coaching. And how we focus on the outer body is that we work with what we do is aesthetic services that are natural and vegan and organic. Because we want people to be aware, our skin is the largest organ of our body. So we need to give it some love and we need to give it some goodness. So chemicals are one of the big culprits of diseases that are coming in. So we educate people that way by offering manicure, pedicure services or facials that are healthy alternatives to versus some of the other ones that are out in the market.
Wow, kids. I love that. Where is that located?
It's located we're located in 318 Gilmore Avenue. We're in Burnaby, BC, British Columbia, Canada.
So now I need to go to Canada, kid.
Yeah.
But we need to find these kind of things. I love this. I love that the world is just having a different view about what the world, the health, the body should look like. So thank you so much. And hopefully at some point you have one of those total vitality centers here in America, and that we can find more of those centers all around the world where we can just see our body as a whole and not just as a piece. And I know, Keith, that you mentioned to me last time that we talked about a book.
Yes.
Please tell us about it.
So the book is titled Cut and Loose, and it launches just July 30th. It's taken me a lot to write this. It's a book that I share my whole entire life story. I had a lot of shame and guilt regarding my past, but I've overcome that. And all proceeds in this book will be supported in an area in Vancouver where all the drug addicts hang out and they're homeless. So 100% of all the proceeds from that book will be donated to help support that.
Wow, Keith. Lots of success. And if you are listening, could you please repeat the name of the book, Keith?
The book title is called Cutting Loose by Keith Tong. And it's an inspiring journey to becoming a beacon of purpose and love. And it will be launched on Amazon on July 30th.
Nice. So please, I'm not sure when this program is going to be aired, but if it is before July 30th, you need to wait. But if it is after, go to Amazon and get more information about all of these important topics we've been discussing if we really would like to take our life to a different level. And it's not about your body. It doesn't matter if you're not feeling sick. It's about how can I be healthier? How could I think higher? How could I have higher levels of energy? How could I feel more alive, creative? How could I enjoy this experience to the top? That's what we are talking about here in High Frequency Healing Show. So Keith, before we leave, please share with us 2 steps or 2 tips for anyone to start their own healing process.
First of all, they need to believe that there's a higher power that's out there, that they can't do anything on their own. That's the number one thing, is that awareness. The second thing is to look for tools that are already out there. Whether they have insurance coverage, just start treating your body with love and care. Give yourself that self-love. Go for massage. Get some acupuncture done. Release some of the tensions that's in you, or maybe perhaps release some of the toxins that are already in you. So awareness that there's a higher power that's out there, because we're all connected. We're all connected to the divine, and just start on that path to healing.
Thank you so much, Kid, for sharing all of these steps. And I do believe that when we put ourselves in the position of, I am the divinity in me, but I am also connected to the whole divinity, to whatever you want to call it, God, Mahoma, Yeshua, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but it's that higher power that is the one that we are connected to. And you recognize that power in you, so you need to take care of that divinity in you, because you are part of that higher power. And I love what you said, treat your body with love and kindness. Just be careful with yourself, love yourself, treat yourself with respect, honor who you are, and keep on healing yourself in a high frequency. Keith, please remind the listeners where they can go to find out more about you.
Yeah, so they can visit my website at www.totalvitalitycenter, that's spelled TOTALVITALITY Center, CENTRE.com, totalvitalitycenter.com.
In Canada. So everybody, please, if you're in Canada, go visit. And thank you, Keith, so much for sharing your healing superpower with us today.
Thank you.
And all of you, thank you for joining us. I am AngelaMaría, conscious creation, change actions, shift energy to live heaven down here on earth. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to discover your superpowers? Go now to superpowerexperts.com and take the superpower quiz today.